Hey y'all, I'm not sure if this is another day or a new video, but just in case, hey girl, my name is Dose of Tempest. Welcome to my channel or welcome to another video. A couple months ago, yes girl, couple, so about two, a young lady left a comment on one of my videos stating if I can do a video, and I quote, hygiene routine while on your cycle. I think because it wasn't a complete sentence, I couldn't really grasp what the young lady was asking. So my bad girl, but I sat in it. And I think this is a perfect time because guess what? Your girl's on her cycle. Now, although this thing come around too much for me, for my liking, I do want to be able to answer that question. So first of all, girl, sorry it's taking me this long to get this information. I hope you're doing well. But let's get into it. So what I believe she is asking me is, how do you stay clean, fresh, comfortable? How do you maintain your physical and mental well-being while you're on your cycle? And I do want to touch on some of the products that I use that if you are new here, I'll introduce you to them. But if you're not, girl, you already know some of the brands that I'm going to be talking about because I've been talking about it for years. And no new big stepper stepped in so far to say, hey, this is better. My product is better than such. So, all right, first, and yes, y'all, I wrote notes because I was like, I'm going to forget something. So number one, let's jump in first with products. What products do I use? I am a fibroid girly, meaning I have uterine fibroids. If you are new here, don't understand what uterine fibroids is, please check one of my videos in the past. If I could just give you this and you can understand, keep up with the conversation, uterine fibroids basically are smooth tumors in the growth or uterine fibroids are smooth benign tumors, so which means they are non-cancerous tumors on the uterus, that grows out the uterus wall. Got it. All right, bam. I have been dealing with this since 2016. Unfortunately, I'm about to have a 10-year reunion on March something, etc. But girl, we're here. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So the products that I use, let me show you. So of course, this is for my new girls who don't know. I recommend I use one, Rael. If you're not new here, y'all already know I was gonna bring this up. Rael pads. And notice I said pads, not tampon, pads. I'll tell you that in a second. But Rael is a brand that I like because it is cleaner than most female hygiene brands. Most, from my research understanding in the United States, what's available to me, better than 90% of what's on the market. They are not a quote unquote big box company who carry all those chemicals in. So you can get the box and you'll see all the ingredients that's included. Yes, pads, tampons, anything that you use have ingredients. And let's just give you guys a little quick shot. If it shows, hopefully it shows some of the ingredients there. It is a short list. That's what you want. Nothing says chlorine. It actually says chlorine free. So there you go. I don't want to get too far in detail because the girls who've been rocking me, y'all already know about Rael. Of course, with Rael too, heating patches. Rael have these heating patches that you can put on your back and or your abdominal area. We love that. When I am going to the restroom and I'm changing out my pad, wipes. Every time I go to the restroom, I use female good wipes. So I shouldn't say female. Let me clear it up and say it the right way. These are hyperallergenic, plant-based, flushable wipes. Hopefully I just make that so much clearer. There are a lot of wipes, again, read the ingredients. They're not clean. They have all these other unnecessary things. If it's a wipe, girl, just put some water on there and just give me something durable more than tissue to handle my business. Anywho, oh, this matched my shirt. So anyway, these are wipes by the company Good Wipes. I learned about these actually through Target when I used to shop there a lot, and that just like, I've just been holding on ever since. So if you use any type of apps, you go on any type of websites, check out those products to see the rating scale on how they're clean. Also, what do I use? What else? Also, if I am cramping too bad, I use these patches that helps give relief of magnesium. What else is in here? Hemp extract, black cocosh, black pepper extract. So they basically help with period pains, and it's by the brand called The Good Patch. Google it all, girl, because I don't know where they are from. Something else that I use while I'm on my cycle is another product by Rael, which is their roll-on pain relief for cramps. So that's my holy grail of the products that I use while I'm on my cycle. In addition to period panties. Ooh, and we're gonna get into why. I just want to walk you through the products. In addition to period panties, right now I'm obsessed with this brand called Knix, Knix. That brand right there is a little bit pricey, but keep in mind they are reusable. And when I say pricey, because I don't know girl, I don't know your pockets and your pain points, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't want to pay after taxes and fees, shipping, all of that. I'm basically paying about $50 for one pair of panties. So you do with the information as you want. But for me, that's something that I am willing to pay for, because I don't want to use pads all the time. And because I'm a fibroid girly, I don't have a lot of options to begin with. Which brings me to the products that I do not use, and or if you are a fibroid girly, that you should stay away from. 1, tampons. No, tampons cause bacteria. Tampons, it just sits inside of you, which makes everything worse. Especially if you are not a timely person, if you are busy or you're like, whatever. Even if you are somebody who say, well, I don't bleed a lot, so that's why I use tampons, so I don't have to go to the restroom, or whatever the case may be, whatever your reason is. Girl, you're letting your body just sit in the things that need to come out. So the bacteria grows. It causes all this other stuff. Again, if you're a fibroid girly, tread lightly. I have said this over and over. Whatever you do is what you do. But for me, I don't use tampons. I don't use a cup only because I just don't know how to. It's nothing wrong from my understanding, from my research. Using the menstruation cup is way better than using tampons. I just don't have the knowledge or patience to deal with a cup. And my day too, baby, I would be changing that cup out every hour and a half. So if y'all use a cup or whatever, let me know. How do you use it? What's your experience? And teach me something new. Maybe I'll get into it. But right now, homie, it ain't for me. Also, speaking about female products while you're on your cycle, let's get into underwear. You want to make sure that you are not putting on underwear at any time, no matter if you're on your cycle or not, that is ill-fitting, that is too tight. Mama, go up that size. Nobody know that you wear a size 2XL in underwear. Baby, make sure that your thighs, just make sure all your business can breathe. I'll just keep it at that, all right? Make sure your business can breathe. What else? No tampons, I know how to do the cups. So let's transition to, now that you pick your areas or the products that you use. So before we move on to the next area, besides on-go heating pads that I've told y'all about Rael, I have a traditional heating pad, one that I travel with that use a USB little output cord, and then I have a traditional heating pad that you can plug straight into the wall. So my heating pads, I use that. Also, because I know that day 2 is rough for me, I actually have beach towels that I no longer use. I transition and I use those when I'm going to sleep to just avoid any accidents. So let's move on. How often do I use these products? How do I change them out? When I'm using pads, I don't necessarily have a time. So I'm not going to tell you, hey, every hour on the hour change. That ain't me, because my day 2 may be your day 1, or my day 1 may be your day 3. You get what I'm saying? So with that, baby girl, do not be shy, timid, or afraid to change that pad. change those underwear, change whatever is collecting the excess, because it is very crucial that you do not allow your body just to sit in it. It's just like with the tampons I was saying, where bacteria can grow because just like sitting, no matter if it's the tampon is in you or you have the pad that is out you, but it's still stuck, it's there, nothing can breathe. Your number one thing while you're on your cycle is that you want to make sure that your hoo-ha can breathe throughout this whole process, because while she doing her work, she just needs you to clear it out, move and move. Just, I don't know. That's the simple way that I can put it. If you need clarification, let me know, drop it down in the comments and I'll go into a little bit more detail. But the moment that you feel wet or you start to notice that you have something on your period panty, your pad, baby, go to the restroom, take it off. That's the best way for me to say it, because I don't want to say a time. And again, like I said, my hour may be your 3 hour. I don't know, dear. I don't know. Let's see what else. Of course, I use the heating pads and all of that as stated on the box, and or when it starts to, I feel like it's no longer working and I'll just switch it out. One thing about me, I am not going to wait. I'm not going to wait to change out anything. The moment I feel like it's not working anymore, all right, let's go. I do drink tea because it's warm and soothes and helps the cramps. While I'm not on my cycle, that is the best way to get ahead of your next menstruation cycle. Meaning, how you treat your body when you're off your cycle is how your body's going to treat you when you're on. Clock it. Okay, also, while I'm on my cycle, showers. I personally shower about 2 to 3 times a day, because I just don't like it. When it comes to my cycle, I am more so a girly girl, and it could be psychological because of some of the trauma that I've been through with my fibroids. But regardless if you have fibroids or not, when we come to hygiene while we're on our cycle, baby, that behind me, that shower once or twice a day. Because after you use wipes, after you go to the restroom, your body is doing what it needs to do while you are on your cycle. You also need to make sure that you physically clean your body down, all right? If you are somebody who cannot take a shower for whatever reason, take a bath, take to bath, the same concept still lands. So make sure that you are taking a shower or a bath every day at minimum, because whatever restrictions, once a day. For me, it's gonna be 3. But one thing that does help me while I'm on my cycle is to make sure I have all of my products in one spot or in the spots that I need it, and that it still works. My heating pad still works. I'm testing it out, that all of my products are still filled. It's not to the little bottom and I just run out, especially when it comes to pads. Because who wants to go out in the store or wait for somebody to go to the store to bring you something back? And 2 other things I want to talk about why your hygiene while you're on your cycle. Baby, make sure you still eat as clean as you can. Yes, you're going to have cravings. I'm never going to come in here and say you should deprive yourself, but make sure that you prioritize still taking your vitamins, consuming some type of protein, fiber during that day. You want to eat ice cream, you want to do all the other stuff, girl, do it. Listen, your body is doing the most right now anyway. Let's not deprive ourselves. However, you still need to take your vitamins and eat somewhat clean. Don't use this as an excuse to say, oh, I'm going to eat all the bad stuff. It's my cycle. Girl, no, it's you. All right? It's you. Also, make sure that your sheets are clean. The things that you are sleeping on are clean. Again, like I said, with bacteria and growth and all of that, when we talk about hygiene, make sure that is that. Wear loose clothing. It's not just for your fibroids. I'm sorry, it's not just for your underwear, it's for your clothing and the things that you sit on. And last but not least, if I have not said it, baby, drink some water. Have that water bottle. Just because you're on your cycle don't mean you stop drinking water. In fact, you need to be drinking more water, because you can get migraines, you can get headaches, you can feel dehydrated. Your body is doing the most, baby. And as a female, our bodies are so magical and we have to treat them like such. Give a reward because you're doing a lot, all right? I think that's it. So I hope that helped and answer the question. Drop down below in the comments if I made any sense, if this is some of the things that you do while you're on your cycle. If you learned something, girl, let me know so I know how to move forward. All right, bye.
High volume. Am I really that much?